Ever wondered how Bitcoin is made? Well, let's dive right in. Bitcoin is a type of digital currency, one that's not controlled by any government or central authority. It's a form of money that exists only on the internet, but it can be used to buy real-world goods and services. So, who's behind this virtual currency? It was created by an enigmatic figure or group known as Satoshi Nakamoto, who introduced it to the world as open-source software in 2009. Unlike traditional currencies like dollars or euros, Bitcoin operates on a decentralized network. That means there's no central bank or government pulling the strings. Instead, it's powered by its users all around the globe. So while we may not know Satoshi's true identity, we do know that their creation has completely changed how we think about money. In essence, Bitcoin is money for the internet, but how does it work? To understand Bitcoin, we must first understand its underlying technology, the blockchain. Now, you might be wondering, what's a blockchain? Great question. Simply put, a blockchain is a kind of database. But unlike a traditional database that stores information in tables, a blockchain organizes data in blocks that are chained together. Imagine a train with a series of connected cars. Each car represents a block, and the entire train, a blockchain. When new data comes along, it's like a new passenger boarding the train. This passenger finds a seat in the latest car or block. Once all the seats in this car are taken, meaning that the block is filled with data, it's time to add a new car to the train. This new car or block then gets linked or chained to the previous one, keeping the data in a chronological and organized manner. This is why it's called a blockchain. Now, every time a new block is added to the chain, it's publicly verified by multiple computers across the globe in a network. This makes the data on the blockchain highly secure and almost impossible to alter, which is a major advantage of this technology. So, when you hear about Bitcoin transactions, they're recorded in these blocks and verified by the network. In other words, every time a Bitcoin changes hands, the transaction is recorded in a block, which is then added to the chain. Blockchain is the backbone of Bitcoin, but how is Bitcoin actually made? Bitcoin is made through a process called mining. Now, what does this mining mean? It's actually a metaphor borrowed from the gold mining industry. In the digital world, however, there are no pickaxes or dynamite involved. Instead, we use powerful computers to solve complex mathematical problems. As you can imagine, these aren't your regular high school algebra problems. They're cryptographic puzzles, and they're designed to be difficult and time-consuming to solve. This is where the term proof of work comes from. It's proof that a certain amount of computational effort has been expended. And like gold miners striking gold, the first individual or group who solves the puzzle gets to place the next block on the blockchain. But instead of gold, their reward is a bit more virtual. It's a certain amount of Bitcoin, freshly minted and ready for use. This reward serves two purposes. Firstly, it incentivizes people to participate in the mining process, contributing their computational power to maintain and secure the network. Secondly, it introduces new Bitcoin into circulation, a bit like how a mint releases new coins. In addition to the newly minted Bitcoin, miners also receive transaction fees. These are small charges associated with the transactions that are compiled in the new block. Think of it as a small thank you from the users of the network for keeping everything running smoothly. So that's how Bitcoin is made, but how can you trade it? Trading Bitcoin is similar to trading other assets. Just like stocks or commodities, Bitcoin can be bought and sold on a variety of platforms. These platforms, often called exchanges, allow users to trade Bitcoin against other currencies, both digital and traditional. Take, for instance, a few noteworthy trades. Without mentioning names, one trader bought Bitcoin when it was worth just a few dollars and held onto it until it was worth thousands. Another trader capitalized on short-term fluctuations, buying and selling Bitcoin within the span of a single day and making a tidy profit. It's important to remember that the value of Bitcoin is volatile. This means it can rapidly increase or decrease at any given time, leading to potential profits or losses. This volatility is what makes Bitcoin trading both exciting and risky. Just like any other investment, trading Bitcoin comes with its risks and rewards. It's all about understanding these risks, making informed decisions, and sometimes being ready to take a leap of faith. Bitcoin has come a long way since its inception, but what does the future hold? The digital currency continues to gain acceptance, with more and more businesses opening their doors to Bitcoin payments. It's not just for the tech-savvy anymore. Everyday transactions are being revolutionized by this virtual currency. And though we can't predict the specifics, the march towards a more digital, decentralized financial system seems inevitable. The future of Bitcoin is uncertain, but one thing is for sure, it has changed the way we think about money.